Forgot to unmute my mic. Hi everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Today we are going into Dragon Age Origins. I believe our next stop is Denerim. I know we still have to do the Keep. We have to do the Sacred Ashes. I'm trying to remember. I know Denerim's got a lot of stuff going on, so we might just go to Denerim today and get some of that out of the way. I don't know if Liliana's quest is going to trigger because I haven't really talked much to her. So when we first get in, I might talk to her a bit and see if I can't trigger that, because a lot of times if I don't talk to her, her quest doesn't trigger. Which really sucks, because when it does trigger, it's actually a good quest. But anyway, I don't have like an expert, you know, even though I've played these games for so long, you know, played Dragon Age Origins since it came out in 2009. Because I do take breaks in the length of time that I play the game, I forget some things. And it's only gotten worse as I've gotten older, so I don't actually know exactly what I'm supposed to do other than to just continually talk to her to try to get her to open up more so that the quest will trigger. But we will see. We will go in and we will figure it out and go from there. So yeah, with that being said, we will switch on over and see what happens. All right, so since you haven't been here in a while, I'm going to catch you up. This here is Zelina. She is my Dwarven noble rogue. She is pretty awesome. We are, I would say, about halfway, a bit more than halfway. So we have to go to Denerim and do a bunch of things. We have to look for what's his face? I forget names, man. My brain does not work the way it used to. But the dude for the Sacred Ashes, I always forget his damn name. What is his name? See, now that's gonna drive me crazy. Let's see. The Urn of Sacred Ashes. Where is he? Where is he? Brother Genetivi. Brother Genetivi. That's who we're looking for. So, yeah. We are looking for Brother Genetivi. And, so we're probably going to go to Denerim today just to do, and get a bunch of side quests out of the way. I do have difficulty triggering Liliana's side quest, and it's mostly because I just don't talk to her that much. And it's not because I don't like her, it's just that she says the same shit over and over again. And I find that very irritating. As most of them do. So I gotta try to get her to open up more so that her quest will trigger. Because she's the only one whose side quest I haven't done. No. Alistair. We also have to take Alistair to meet his sister. Which is another thing we gotta do while we're in Denerim. Everyone else is good, though. I did, Win is done. Ogren is done. Sten is done. Shale is done. Morgan is done. Zevran. Zevran also... I don't know when that triggers. If that triggers the first time we go to Denerim or the second time we go to Denerim. We'll figure it out, though. I can't remember when that triggers. But, yeah. The game is heavily modded. So, there's that. I also do have a death counter on since I'm on Nightmare difficulty. Let me just double check, make sure that I am on Nightmare difficulty, because I should be. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. No, Galdana is the first time you go to Denerim with Alistair. Zevran, though. The crows, you know, the side quest with the crows. I don't know if that's the first time or the second time. I want to say it's the second time. But I can't be sure. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Meanwhile, we actually have to talk to Zevran too, because we have to make sure that he doesn't betray us.
I was just thinking about what happened to the elves, and I'm reminded of a song sung to me
Oh
many
yeah,
years
we gotta
ago.
let her sing.
It was when my mother died, and this wise elven woman comforted me and told me that we shouldn't fear death or hate it. Death is just another beginning. One day, we must all shed our earthly bodies to allow our spirits to fly free.
We believe that we return to the stone and become ancestors.
And thus you embark upon another journey. Death is just the gateway.
And here she goes with her song. Zevran won't, if his disposition is... Yeah, well, that's what I think he is high enough, actually. That's pretty. You never skip her song? Yeah, I'm just gonna let her... I mean, it's part of the playthrough, so... I might get copyright claim, though, when I put this on YouTube. YouTube does this shit to me all the time. It seems to hate the Dragon Age games. Or it just hates me. I don't know. There are certain songs in the Dragon Age series that get copyright claimed as soon as I post videos up on YouTube. So, yeah. This is probably going to be one of those songs. As long as I talk over it, I hope so. I mean, I hope that's the case. I'm taking pictures because I think this is... They're giving me a lot of good screenshots here during this song. I'm really enjoying that element of it. It's pretty. There's Alistair. Oh, the weapons are all modded weapons, which is probably... So I've had about, I think, 10 or 11 deaths so far. Which I feel like is low on Nightmare difficulty. But it's probably because of my weapons. Also, I have Sir Gilmore. He is modded in as a companion. I'm trying to romance him. I have not been successful. I don't know if it's because... So the mod that I have is supposed to include the romance, but it feels like it's not there. Because every time I try to talk to him, he does not give me the time of day. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I need to reach out to Blue because she did successfully. I think there's another mod that I'm supposed to have installed, but I'm not positive because it's supposed to be a separate mod, but I don't know. All right, let's talk to... Wait, we still have to talk to her because...
Something I can help
I
with?
need you to, I need you
Yes?
to tell me
What's
shit
on your mind?
so that we can trigger your quest when we get to Denerim. I heard that in Orlais, minstrels are often spies.
Where did you hear this?
Who cares? Is it true or not? Someone told me this a long time ago.
And you believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards.
And the bards are spies?
Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are.
Patron, what sort of patron?
Nobles mostly. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players.
So I feel like the dwarves are a little bit different. Like, you know, her being a noble. Amongst the nobility in Orzammar, I don't feel like they two-time each other in the way that Orlais does. I feel like they stab each other in the back, but they do it kind of openly. I feel like the dwarves are a little bit complicated. I feel like they're a bit more blunt in their disdain for each other when, you know, one person falls out of favor or whatever. Plus, they're real quick to completely erase someone from the records as soon as there's like a big scandal or whatever. So, yeah, it's a little bit different for the dwarves. They do the same thing. They stab each other in the back, but I feel like they're a bit more open about it. If that makes any sense. There's a vote. True. That is true. You seem to know quite a bit about it. You were a bard, weren't you?
I have revealed too much, it seems, but it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past.
But why were you living in a cloistered sister in rural Ferelden?
I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
Okay, you need to disclose
Something
a bit
I can
more
help with?
information.
Yes? What's on your mind?
I have heard some rumors about Orlesian spies.
There are many rumors about spies, Orlesian or otherwise. What are you referring to exactly?
Something I heard that made spies seem dangerous. Aren't spies dangerous, though, generally speaking? I'm trying to figure out which one of these is going to trigger her to tell me shit.
I admit I have done many despicable things in my lifetime. I do what I have to do. So do you. So does everybody. Sometimes we must do terrible things to get what we want. If it is any consolation, I always try to use non-violent means to achieve my ends.
Enchantment!
Very close to assassins, yeah. Blue! Blue, blue, blue! Welcome in, welcome in! Some say worse. I have question, Blue. I have Sir Gilmore's friendship all the way up, and he still won't give me the time of day. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I do not have the Alistair First Night Sir Gilmore version in the game. Is that what's holding me back? Is that the thing that's stopping the romance? Because I thought that the mod itself, the Sir Gilmore mod, was included the romance. Well, how long is it gonna take? Because I want some nookie, okay? We're already heading to Denerim for the first time. Because I don't have that one. I know that I have it downloaded, but for some reason I can't find it. So I haven't been able to install it. Just make sure you keep talking to him after the missions. Okay. So do I need that other mod, though? Because it doesn't feel like I should need that other mod. Alright, what sort of non-violent means?
Some bards rely on torture to get what they want. It works
Okay.
effectively, as many will bend under the threat of bodily harm. But there are better ways, more subtle and kind. You will be surprised how easily a person will open up to you, even if all you offer is a listening ear. People respond eagerly to others who they believe understand them. They seek
It gives you a
approval,
night with him?
friendship, sometimes love.
Okay.
This can be exploited.
And this is better than violence.
You don't think it is? I took what I wanted from them, leaving them none
She's
the
a
wiser
dwarf.
and unharmed.
I mean,
it is a game, one that can be won with little bloodshed if one plays well.
Violence is, I don't know. I don't want to make her hate me. You thought this was a game?
Isn't it? Everyone can be seduced by the right woman. The trick is predicting who she is and becoming her. Master the game and no one can resist you.
And you would say you've mastered this game?
If I might be so bold, yes, I was quite good at it. Sometimes, all I had to do was toss a glance and a smile.
I'm trying to get Liliana right now to open up more to me.
To see that promise fulfilled.
Because I need her to tell me, I need to get her to the point where when we go to Denerim, her quest triggers with Marjolaine. But, because I don't always get that quest, and I think it's because I don't really talk to Liliana that often. I don't really ask her a lot of questions. Maybe you could smile at the blight and tell it to go away.
I could... what? Oh, aren't you funny? I see your point. We will slay this darkspawn using conventional means, pointy sticks and all that.
Yes.
But come, it is getting late and there is much to be done.
Okay. You gotta talk to your commands. Yeah. Well, so I have everyone's missions done except for Alistair, which I've talked to Alistair already, and we already have that on the quest log. Liliana and Zevran. Zevran, but his friendship's high enough that I'm pretty sure, but I'm going to talk to him too. I'm trying to get this conversation done so I can, because everyone else's side quests are done. You found the romance mod? Okay. Send it to me in Discord and I will try to get it after stream, and I'll see if I can't put that in. Okay. Sounds good.
Something I can help with?
I need you to tell me about your...
Yes? What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecilie let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
It is unfair. What was Cecile like?
She was an elderly lady, very refined and proper. She had impeccable manners and taste, more so than a lot of Orlesian ladies. Cecily was also kind. My mother was unmarried and with child. It was scandalous, and Cecily had every right to turn my mother out. She didn't. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of mother
So
was
she doesn't know who her father
she kept
is.
dry flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andrastis Grace. They were very rare in Orlais.
I'm pretty sure I already
But
gave her
about
that.
Let us move on.
I am not done.
Something I can help
Do you
with?
need to tell me stuff?
That's an idea. I've watched you, and I do think you'd find some of my skills quite easy to pick up. Let's just go over there, away from the others, for safety, yes? I expect there shall be daggers flying about willy-nilly for a time. Something I can help with?
Yes.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Do you miss anything about Orlais?
I miss Val-Royaux. Unlike other cities where the people are the lifeblood and the character, Val-Royaux was her own person, and her people little more than decorations. There was always music in Val-Royaux, streaming from the many windows, quiet refrains and triumphant choruses, and always, floating above that all, the chant, coming from the grand cathedral. It was magnificent.
I've never been.
If you get the chance, you should see it, at least Val-Royaux. Of course, there are good things and bad things about Orlais, like anywhere else. Sometimes I miss it dearly, and sometimes I'm glad I'm rid of it. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I had in Orlais.
Must have been a big change moving to Lothering. Wait, what sort of what sort of things?
Dresses, fine dresses and furs, and shoes, of course. One can't mingle with nobility with bad shoes, you see. Orlais is very fashionable, almost ridiculously so. But the shoes, living with those ridiculous trends was worth it for the shoes.
What's so special about shoes?
Well, they're shoes. They're pretty. Some of them anyway. When I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate
I love
heels
that
and
her love of
embellishments in the
shoes
front.
shows back up
A
in
ribbon,
Inquisition.
perhaps, or embroidery. In soft colors, of course. It was spring.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I forgot to put that the game is modded in my title. I usually remember, but it's been a minute, so wouldn't that be hard to walk in?
I wouldn't want to run in it or have to enter battle, but for lounging in a lady's sitting room, perfect. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look at them.
I know, right? I can say that because she's from Orzammar.
They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to have pretty feet. Oh, I could talk about shoes all day.
Turning his
But we
head to
have
look
things
at
to do,
you.
don't we?
Yeah. Listen. All right.
Something I can help with?
Am I remembering this wrong? Doesn't she say something about Marjolaine before we get to Denerim? I'm trying to remember how to trigger that quest. Because when we get to Denerim, I have had playthroughs where Marjolaine doesn't show up in Denerim. And so I'm trying to make sure that Marjolaine shows up in Denerim.
Yes? What's on
But
your
I can't
mind?
remember if she says anything about Marjolaine. I cannot remember.
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. and in that stillness I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
Condescending, how so?
When I talked about my
Yeah, you have to
beliefs,
leave the camp.
that the
You have to
Maker
be
reveals
ambushed, and then a
himself in the
person
beauty of
hired
his
to
world,
kill you will
they
reveal.
treated me with disdain. They want to believe that
Oh.
he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on
Okay.
them, it means they are special, chosen.
Okay.
He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
What did you say to them?
What can I say to them? What they believe is what the Chantry says, and the Chantry is infallible, yes? Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry.
That is
But
very
there is
true.
work to be
I agree
done,
with you.
and I have talked enough for now.
The thing about that is it triggers randomly. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Is it triggers randomly, and I usually get to Denerim, and then it doesn't trigger for me.
What say you?
I want to talk to you, handsome. Can you teach others to be an assassin? I think I asked him this
I
already.
suppose the crows are already furious, yes? What harm is another tweak to their nose? If you wish to be trained in the basics of an assassin,
Isn't he
I
handsome?
can certainly show you. Or anyone else who is
I
also
really
a
hope we
rogue.
see him in
It shall
Veilguard.
be fun.
I will
make it
squeal
fun, I
like a
promise.
schoolgirl if we do. Him and Zevran. Not Zevran. Zevran and Fenris, yes. Zevran and Fenris. Yeah, it's a modded. It's a modded. I almost wasn't going to do it because it does make him look very different from his original, right? But it just was so attractive that I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a try and see how it works. And yeah, it's a big change. He's the only one that's really changed because I don't normally like to change companions in such a drastic way. But again, I was really impressed with the mod and thought I would give it a shot. Yeah, and I really, really like it. Plus, it gave me some really great video clips of my characters that do romance him. Oh my god, I had fun recording that stuff. Hopefully for a future music video that I will be making much later down the road. You had fun glowing up the characters? Yeah. Should I?
What say you?
Care to answer some questions?
By all means.
What is your opinion on the Dalish?
I know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
That's horrible.
Is it? It seemed normal enough a tale growing up. No different than the other elven boys in the whorehouse. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were.
It's not, that's, I really wish that people that lost their mothers in childbirth didn't view it that way.
Until eventually
but
I was sold to the
unfortunately,
crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
but unfortunately, history shows that that has been a mentality for very, 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 very long time. And I guess it's natural for children in particular to feel that way, that they were responsible for the death of their mother. But I really feel like as you get older, maybe like come to terms with the fact that it wasn't your fault because you were an infant. And you didn't ask to be brought into the world, that kind of thing. But yeah, I wish he didn't feel that way. It makes me want to hug him and be like, listen, it happened. And if your mother is out there somewhere, if her spirit is out there somewhere, I'm sure she doesn't blame you. Yet you're oddly cheerful about it all.
It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows?
No, don't tell me.
Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
You can say that again.
My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my
We all
training,
love bad boys.
the one thing of my mother's that I possessed
Yeah.
was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things.
Did I
Eventually,
give him
they were
Dalish
discovered,
shoes yet?
and
I
never
can't
saw them
remember.
again.
Has there been no joy in your life at all?
Oh, there has been plenty. To tell the truth, it is because I expected nothing more. Still, even I eventually thought that it would be better for me if I ran off to join the famous Dalish when one of their clans drew near Antiva city. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
Okay, let me. Yeah, see his it's almost to 100%. Win is 100%. Morgan is almost to 100%. Dog, of course, is 100%. Marmalade, because that's what Blue named her. Shale is at 100%. Alistair's not at 100. Well, I got to do his quest. Sten is also. Really? I got you your sword, dude. What else am I missing? What else am I missing? $100%. All right, what about Ogren? 100%. Liliana. 100%. And then, okay. Okay.
You've done well. We secured the allegiance of the elves.
Yes, we did. All in a hard day's work.
Ha!
Ugh. I need you to give me more. Let's talk.
You called.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Yes, I know. Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Your first playthrough, all your companions betrayed you because they didn't like you enough. Be careful about those you can smooch that you don't want to smooch. You don't want them at 100% because they fall in love with you. Well, that's why I'm not trying to choose any flirtatious dialogue. Plus, the temptation, particularly with Zevran and Alistair, because I have a lot of their romance mods into the game. So, like, I can go around camp and hit a couple of things, and then it will trigger some romantic scenes. I'm trying to, not fall for the temptation. I'm doing good so far, though. I'm doing good so far. It can still happen. That's interesting.
Very well.
All right.
As you wish.
You need to give me more. I want to talk about the cakes. Was it cakes or cookies that he likes? He says something about cakes or cookies. Tiny cakes or something? I don't remember, but it was something. I want to talk about the treats. All right, are we I guess we're good. I guess we're good. Let's do a save. And then let's head to Denerim, guys.
Well, all right.
That is where we're going next. All right, we got to take Alistair because we have to take Alistair, I guess we'll take
Yes.
both of them. I already went there. Where am I at? I'm over here, so I have to go to Denerim. Okay. Morgan was your accidental romance. I knew exactly what I was doing on my first playthrough because my ex-husband, he told me, like, one of the things that he got to get me to play the game, because it was another day where I was bored, and there's a whole story behind how I got into BioWare games. It's starting with Mass Effect. And it had to do with being bored. And my ex-husband encouraging me to try the games. That's a long story short. Anyway, he said, you could become queen, but you have to be the human noble, and it has to be Alistair that you romance. And I'm like, wait, you can romance? And I'm like, you know, oh yeah, it's just like in Mass Effect. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So my goal was to, so I talked to Alistair, like, all the time in my first playthrough. I can't say that anyone betrayed me. No, I think Zevran did. In my first playthrough, I think Zevran did because I didn't know. I didn't know. I think Sten was not too happy with me. Possibly Shale. But me and Morgan ended up becoming friends. And I became friends with Liliana as well. Why are we here? I thought this was going to be the ambush.
And so I shall.
You have coin, stranger? With Orzammar closed off, old Tegra...
Zevran and Shale betrayed you?
In arms, Dwarven made.
You betrayed Alistair? How did you betray Alistair? Oh! Loghain? You chose Loghain as a Grey Warden? Is that how you... Because that's the only way that I know how to betray Alistair. Talking to her and leading her on when I was with Alistair. I didn't romance her at all. And again, I was caught off guard because I was like, why was this happening? I think Liliana liked me too in my first playthrough, but I honestly can't remember. I think she might have. But I let her down gently. Times have changed, but let's see that discount. I don't know if I have anything to get rid of. Simon Templeton, the voice of Cain from Blood Omen. Patchak! Welcome in, welcome in! No worries, I understand. I hope you have a good day, though. I'm so glad to always see you. And then I fought me in the urn chamber. Oh, that happened to me once, too. Trust me. I had Wynn and Liliana with me, and they both attacked me. They both attacked me. It was on one of my Dwarven characters. It was, I think it was on my commoner dwarf. Because I was like, well, why? She's not going to care about any of this shit. Like, thinking about, like, the commoner dwarf, how they were treated growing up. And they have no loyalties to anybody. They have no real belief system. At least in my mind, she didn't. And so I was like, fuck it. You know, destroy the thing because this guy wants to exploit it or whatever. You know, I was thinking that's not a good idea either. So... And I had Liliana and Wynn with me, and they both came after me. And I was like, oh, shit. What just happened? That was interesting. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. We're going to get rid of that. We don't need it. Yeah, like, I don't want to lose anybody, but I know that, you know, it's kind of part of the process when you play a BioWare game. And, I feel like it was a little lacking in, it wasn't a little lacking, it was all the way lacking in Dragon Age 2. No, not really, because Isabela can betray you. And Anders. Fenris can also betray you. So it was there. It's just that when I played Dragon Age 2, the only one... Well, no, that's not true. Yeah, they can betray you. I try not to fall in love with characters. I haven't succeeded yet. The Darkspawn Chronicles broke. Yeah. Do I have anything to tell her?
So
I don't
those
remember.
designs you have all over your back.
They're called tattoos, and I have them in many more places than just on my back, my friend.
Right. I hear that someone gets those by having needles put the ink under your skin.
A great many needles, amongst other things, yes. That would be true.
Didn't that hurt?
Oh, yes, yes. But it is not so bad, in truth. If you like, I could give you one. I learned a bit of the art myself in Antiva.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Come, it will just be a small one. Perhaps the symbol of the Grey Wardens. Something manly. Where are my needles?
Maybe some other time. I'm going to go stand over here now.
You tried a new drink. Oh, what drink? That was hilarious.
Good day.
Okay, I need to brush up on my other quests, apparently. Wait, where are you going?
Puppy!
Put him back where he belongs. No, you can't keep him. If he comes with us, he's going to have to fight the Darkspawn. Then you should return him to his parents, yes? That was funny.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those
Warhead
who bring
Sour?
ham without provocation to the least of his children are breaded and accursed by the Maker.
Those who bring ham? And the Maker does not bread sinners.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand. The one
These
who
two are
repents,
hilarious.
who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peas of the Maker's benediction. The light
Yeah,
shall lead her
she's
safely
so hungry.
through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her bacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Can I interrupt whatever this is? Whoops.
Too. I wonder why nobody ever taught me her version of
I
the
hit the
chant
wrong
when
button.
I was a Templar.
Oh. Can we help you?
What she means is, in Andraste's name, be welcome.
Stop correcting me. What would Andraste do? That's what you should be concerned with, I say. Andraste was no fuss budget.
What are you doing?
Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostagar.
Love
It's
Alistair's
usual to
react.
recite a
Yeah.
stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
But that's what I said.
Can you tell me the chant? I don't want to. I don't care. But I'm gonna do it anyway because this is hilarious. These two women are just absolutely hilarious.
Tell you about the chant? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the Chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know?
Does the chant mention dwarves?
Why would it?
Sister, that's hardly appropriate. There's no need to be rude to anyone, even if they are ignorant and godless.
Thanks a lot for that. I'm not ignorant and godless.
Of course not, dear. You just don't know anything about the chant, and you don't have any gods.
Wow. Wow, they think they're being polite, but they're really like these are some digs here. What does the chant say about the darkspawn then?
Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin. Pride.
Very rude.
Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the mage lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
Ooh, okay. What was that verse you were reciting just now?
It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
He sang it well, I take it?
He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boanne, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us.
What happened to him?
It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He died?
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned.
Oh,
we
my.
were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
Wow.
Now, where's the fun in belonging to the Chantry if you can't proselytize to the heathens a bit?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Well then. That was interesting.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands, from the lowest slave...
We're here for Brother Genetivi, but listen, I'm gonna do all this too. Because I might as well. While I'm here.
To the highest kings,
I like to grab all this stuff.
Without provocation to the least of his...
Alright, where's this guy? Let's talk to him.
Hello there, Warden. I'm a friend. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Howe, right? Good for you. Make us spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say. No judgments here, mate. I want to help you.
You're calling me an arrogant bastard, then?
You're a noble. I didn't know that. But you're a warden, and my hope is you'll help us little fellas out.
How did you know I'm a warden?
Your likeness has been shown to some of the guards.
Oh, that's nice.
Managed to get a peek at it myself. The name is Slim Couldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who view certain pesky laws as mere nuisances, there's some ripe fruit to be plucked out there. I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself.
And what will you do with your cut?
My share goes to a good cause. The poor. My family. I've got 15 cousins. 15! Can you imagine? My uncle must walk around with a permanent bulge. It's disturbing, that is.
Hello, Omegas! Welcome in, welcome in! How are you today? Tell me more?
Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that. Uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else you can do. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know.
Stealth I have covered, but I don't pick pockets.
More of a second story man, eh? So was I back in the day. The thrill of the hunt. Dodging guards, in and out, no one the wiser. Ah, the good life.
All right,
Now
thank
that we
you
have
for
that
hanging
settled,
out. I
just ask
appreciate
away.
it. Enjoy your dinner.
1 point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fella really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right? So, what are you interested in?
I don't know. I'd like to ask some questions.
I'm more of a man on a mission type. Chit-chat's boring if you ask me.
Tell me about yourself.
Used to do a bit of second story work in my day, but besides that, you don't need to know anything about me, and I already know all I need to know about you. Makes for a healthy partnership, eh?
Can you help me get into the Palace District?
No. The Royal Guard would spot you on sight. The Palace District sits atop a tall mesa, steep cliffs, only one way in, and that's how they like it.
Alright, know of any good places to break in?
I've got a place for you. It should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though.
Okay.
Lady Sophie is an intimate of Al Hal. Real intimate. She's visiting the country, because that's what rich folk do when the whole bloody kingdom's in danger. Sorry, they just get me so angry. Her room in the Nord Noble Tavern is unattended. That means her valuables are just there for the taking. You've got the tavern staff to worry about, plus she has hired a guard. A very overworked, tired and bored guard, though. Just be careful and you should be fine. Good luck.
Okay. Alright, we gotta help Alistair. Should be right here.
That's my sister's house. I'm almost sure of it. This is the right address. She could be inside. Could we go and see?
Yes.
Will she even know who I am? Does she even know I exist? My sister. That sounds very strange. Sister. Oh, now I'm babbling. Maybe we should go. Let's go. Let's just go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, you have linens to wash? I charge 3 bits on a bundle. You won't find better. And don't trust what that Natalia woman tells you either. She's foreign and she'll rob you blind.
I'm not here to have any wash done. My name's Alistair. I'm... well, this may sound sort of strange, but are you Goldana? If so, I suppose I'm your brother.
My what? I am Goldana, yes. How do you know my name? What kind of tomfoolery are you folk up to?
Are you sure your information is correct, Alistair?
Yes, I think so. I'm sure of it, in fact. Look, our mother, she worked as a servant in Redcliffe Castle a long time ago before she died. Do you know about that?
You! I knew it! They told me you was dead. They told me the babe was dead along with mother, but I knew they was lying.
They told you I was dead? Who? Who told you that?
Them's at the castle. I told them the babe was the king's and they said he was dead. Gave me a coin to shut my mouth and sent me on my way. I knew it.
I'm sorry,
But isn't she
didn't
not
know
really
that.
his sister?
The babe didn't die. I'm him. I'm your brother.
For all the good it does me. You killed mother, you did, and I've had to scrape by all this time. That coin didn't last long, and when I went back, they ran me off.
So, is she everything you expected, Alistair?
And who in the maker's name are you? Some dwarf carrying all his
Yeah,
riches,
I don't
expect?
know if she is.
Hey, don't speak to her that way. She's my friend and a Grey Warden, just like me.
Oh, I see. A prince and a Grey Warden too. Well, who am I to think poorly of someone so high and mighty compared to me? I don't know you, boy. Your royal father forced himself on my mother and took her away from me. And what do I got to show for it? Nothing. They tricked me good. I should have told everyone. I got 5 mouths to feed. And unless you can help with that, I got less than no use for you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
It looks like all she wants from you is money. I'm not giving her shit.
Yes, it really seems that way, doesn't it?
If she was a
Wasn't
little
expecting
nicer,
my
it would be
sister
a
to be
different
so-
situation.
I'm starting to wonder why I came.
I don't know why you came either, or what you expected to find. But it isn't here. Now get out of my house, the both of you.
You gonna let her talk to you like that?
It's her house. Let's just get out of it and leave her alone. Well, that was not what I expected, to put it lightly. This is the family I've been wondering about all my life. That shrew is my sister.
I don't think she
can't
is.
Believe it. I guess I was expecting her to accept me without question. Isn't that what family is supposed to do? I feel like a complete idiot.
So here's where my dilemma is, right? I don't know whether I'm gonna make him king or if I'm gonna make him Grey Warden. I don't know that yet. I haven't figured that out. But I'm coming from my dwarf. So, in my mind, both of my dwarves have been betrayed by family. Like, the commoner dwarf, the mother is a piece of shit. Like, she is a piece of shit. And the way that the commoner dwarf has to grow up and her sister has to sell herself and all this other stuff, like, there's a lot there, right? But my dwarven noble also was betrayed by family, and I tend to look at it like from her perspective. Alistair shouldn't be just willy-nilly trusting people, right? But I know there's like a way to keep him kind and good, but there's also a way to harden him. Like, I kind of want to say most people are out for themselves and you should know this, or you're not, but you must start looking out for yourself. Because I think the second one is also good. You don't need her. You have others who care for you. But I kind of want to go with 3. I feel like a complete idiot. You're not, but you must start looking out for yourself.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I should. Let's just go. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay, great. Alright, so Alistair's personal quest is done. I want to go over here to meet my old friend / lover, because they were lovers.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven... My lady.
Yep.
My lady Iduken? Is that really you? I knew you survived. I never stopped believing it. And neither did your father. Before I left for the surface, King Endrin sent for me. It was almost more than I could endure, seeing him so. As if he were long dead and rotten, and now merely an empty husk collapsing in on itself. He could not even rise from his bed, and the room stank of decay. He asked me to give you the shield of Iduken, and this letter.
Why would he do that?
Until that moment, I had hated him for believing Balin, for exiling you. But if you had seen him, If you had heard his voice, his eyes have haunted me since. If it were possible for a man to die of regret, I think King Endrin did. But we shouldn't dwell on the past. I can hardly tell you how good it is to see you alive.
I am here, and Haramount rules in Orzammar. We are avenged.
I heard that Lord Harrowmont took the throne with the assistance of a Grey Warden. I hoped it was you. When the Blight is defeated, perhaps Harrowmont will step down to see you in your rightful place.
That's not gonna happen.
My life has been far less dramatic. I've married into a surface family. My wife is the daughter of the best smith in Denerim. We're expecting our firstborn before the spring.
But what about us?
Even in Orzammar, we both knew it couldn't last. I was honored by the time we shared, but you were a princess. I'm not even a warrior anymore.
Well, can I meet the lucky girl?
I would love to introduce you, but you must have more important business than hearing about me. Have a look at my father-in-law's crafts.
To catch up with you.
Work, and I'll cut you a discount.
I would love to catch up with you, though. All right, so wait.
I recognize you.
I wasn't ready. I was
Ostagar.
trying to do something.
Trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kaelin. I demand
I didn't kill
satisfaction,
Kaelin.
sir.
An ogre killed Kaelin, thank you. Logain's charges against the wardens are false. Lower your voice.
I have heard of the Grey Warden's prowess, and you seem more capable than you did at Ostagar. I won't throw my life away. Too many people depend on me, and I doubt guards would pose any challenge to you. But by word and deed here, you condemn yourself, sir.
I don't care what you think. You are no one to me. Anyway. Okay, so isn't there a letter? I got a letter. I don't know where it is, though. Wait, quest items. Where's the letter? Is it in the codex? Oh, he gave me a gift. Love letter. Why do I have love letters? I don't remember. Maybe it's in the codex. He gave me a letter from my father. Anyway. Alright, so we gotta go to Brother Genetivi's house. We gotta do a whole bunch of shit here. I know that. What's over here? This is the tavern. Okay. Steph! Welcome in, welcome in. How are you today? We are in Denerim today. Doing a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes? What are you doing here?
I'm looking for Brother Genetivi.
Brother Genetivi? Why?
I would like to speak to him about his research.
His research? Ah, you mean his search for Andraste's ashes? He was on the trail of the Urn of Sacred Ashes, yes. Whether he found it, the Maker only knows. I haven't seen Brother Genetivi in weeks. He sent no word. It's so unlike him. I'm afraid something has happened. Genetivi's research into the urn may have led him
You're
into
roasting.
danger.
Oh no! To be fair, the king had no choice but to exile you because there was just so much evidence. Yeah, but I think I see what you're saying, but I also, like, he does explain in the letter that there was a way he was protecting Trian as well. And he was protecting the family as a whole by sending me away because of the evidence and because, you know, the way Orzammar politics works, like it's almost like the king doesn't have that much power to say yes or no. What do you call them? The council or whoever the hell they are, the nobles. They're the ones that make the ultimate decision because they vote on it. I think he would have had influence, obviously being the king. But him standing against that would have caused more issues. The council, yeah, that's what I thought. So there's a couple things there. Like, he's protecting the family. He was protecting Trian. Okay? Because, you know, Trian was dead. And he was protecting you. Me. My girl here. He's protecting her. But I also think that in the way that he worded that, especially in the last paragraph too, like, he's basically saying, I believed in your innocence all along, but I went against my own, like, kind of like I went against my own instincts. But also Balin was also his kid too. And it's basically pitting one kid against the other type of thing. And I would imagine, as a parent myself, like, that would be hard. That would be hard to, like, you know, because we're not talking about, like, one sibling breaking another sibling's toy here. We're talking about murder. It's a whole other issue. But I also think that, like, in a way, like, choosing the exile, because isn't that what happened? Is he chose the exile, but the council voted on it, or so? I can't remember. I really can't remember. I know the council had something to do with it, but, like, he had the influence as the king, and I think choosing to exile her, I think he knew that it would work in her favor because he knew Duncan was going to be there in the Deep Roads. He knew Duncan was going to be there. He also, I think, believed, because she was the commander. She was made commander of his army for a reason, because she's very capable. And so I think he believed that she wouldn't die. I get the feeling if he didn't, he probably would have been executed. Yeah. It gave you a chance to survive. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where... So I think that getting that letter was a lot of really nice closure to that chapter of her life. Yeah. Yeah. Drop an alert. Can't use audio at the moment, but I love watching DO gameplay. Thank you, Queen Negan. Welcome in, welcome in. Do you think he's in trouble because of the urn?
Perhaps the urn has been lost for a reason. I pray for Genetivi's safety, but hope dwindles with each passing day. I tried to send help. Some knights came from Redcliffe looking for him not long ago. I sent them after Genetivi, and they too have disappeared.
How do you know they disappeared?
Well, they haven't returned, and they sent no word either.
Doesn't mean they've disappeared.
I don't know. After what happened to Genetivi, can you blame me for thinking the same thing could happen to the knights? Perhaps I am just a pessimist. I hope I am wrong.
So where did they go?
No, don't ask me where they went. You'll go after them. And what if ill luck should befall you too? This search is
my
a curse
problem
on all of us. Some things are not meant to be found. I know that now.
Ugh, just tell me before I lose my patience.
All right, all right. All he said before he left was that he would be staying at an inn near Lake Callenheim.
Oh, thank you!
Investigating something in that area.
You can't hear me, so I'll say thank you in the chat. Hold on. Good, I'll head for the inn.
Good luck. May you find the answers you seek.
We're about to get into a fight, though, so we're gonna do a save.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to go in there.
Why not?
I'm sorry, but that room is not for guests. It's full of books and papers, and I'd rather they were not disturbed.
I could find more clues to his disappearance.
I said no. Genetivi was a very private person.
I'm afraid I have to insist. You're hiding something and I want to know what it is. That's the one.
No, don't touch that door!
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Whoa, what was that? What the heck was that?
Make preserve us.
Damn it, anyways.
Are we all good? Zevran, you good? Okay. There's the research. And the body of the real Waylon. Chantry hierarchy. Okay. Do we have the research in here? Amidst ramblings about local legends and ancient trade routes, one passage stands out. The village of Haven in the Frostbacks seems a good place to start. Pity it's not on any maps. That's alright. It will show up for me. Alright, so before we leave, because we're just gonna focus on Denerim today. I know there's a bunch of stuff here we gotta do. So let's go in here. Oh, wait. Do we have to talk to the guards over here? I think we do. Oh yeah, we gotta go visit,
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular, establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Just leave them breathing. Okay.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Leave them breathing and I'll be happy. Oh, there's more?
Good to see you again.
Okay. Ah!
Magic exists.
Oh, there's something over here. Okay. Anything else over here? Okay, no. Alright, let's see what's over here.
As you desire.
Oh, there is something over here.
And so I shall.
Okay.
As there is but one world, one life, one...
Alright, let's do a save real quick. Alright, we need to go to the Pearl. Oh my god, I made it here before without getting the swords. Is there anything?
I once did a stint in a brothel, serving tea. It was complimentary. Fun times.
Okay, fine.
That scamp Kylon sent you, right? Glad he hasn't forgotten about us. The mercenaries are right there. If you're here about other things, just speak up.
Stop playing games, Isabella!
Turn around and walk, stranger.
We're gonna see
This
Isabella in a
affair is
minute.
for white falcons only.
By order of the guard, vacate the premises.
Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do?
Yep. That's exactly what I'm telling you to do. Now go.
You aren't no common guard. You're with all how, aren't you?
No.
Men, let's clear out.
But
Don't want to get on Locane's bad side, do
whatever works.
Tell
I think
Kylon
you
I owe
forget
him
who you
one.
are speaking to. I will give you a chance to leave quietly.
You brazen hussy. Someone needs to put you in your place.
Oh, I have Zevran with me. Alright, we're just gonna watch the fight.
She's too good.
Be off with you now, and be glad I only took from you your gold. Fools.
Something I can help with?
No! Trying to talk to Isabella.
And look who we have here. Come to apologize for leaving me bereft of my lord husband and then vanishing without a trace.
You know it was just business, Isabella. Business that turned out well for you, I see. You inherited the ship, I take it.
I suppose I never did like the greasy bastard, and the siren treats me far better than she ever did him.
Perhaps introductions are in order.
Indeed. This is Isabella, Queen of the Eastern Seas and the sharpest blade in Lomerin. And Isabella, my dear, you will no doubt be amused to discover that I am traveling with a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Charmed.
So, you are a captain of a ship?
Yes, the siren's call. My pride and joy. She's seen me from my own Ravane and the Isle of Lomerin to the coast of Parvolan. All I need is my ship and the wind at my back, and once my men have had their fill of the pleasures of dry land, we will be off again. We are getting as far away from this blight as possible.
You are an excellent fighter. Why are you running away?
I'm not going anywhere near the blight, and you'd get away too if you had any sense in that pretty head of yours. The way I see it, I can sail as far away from it as I need to, even to the other side of the far Underfells. The sea will look after her own.
As a Grey Warden, I do not have that luxury.
Ah, of course. You have a duty. If you do save us all, sweet thing, I shall return to thank you personally.
Where did you learn to fight as you do?
I have picked up skills from many different places and turned them into a method distinctly my own. Speed, not strength, is what is essential. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years.
Could you teach me how to be a duelist?
An unusual request coming from a fearsome slayer of darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. It will take you years of practice to achieve true mastery of the style, but I can teach you the basics. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better, so we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game.
What game?
Have you ever played Wicked Grace?
No.
It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
You can.
Very well. There. That should be sufficient. 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. The Serpent Entwined Dagger. I was looking for this.
From the deck? Look at her face.
The Angel of Death card. The game is over. We must show our hands. You have 2 angels and 3 knights, and all the same theme. That is one of the best hands I have ever seen. You've won.
Yeah.
You've proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you.
All right, teach me now.
Come, we will need some space for this.
Nice.
Of course.
All right, let's go in here. So, for whatever reason, this girl doesn't have a face. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. Another love letter. Oh. Okay. Oh, we have some arrows. Dark Shadows arrows. We'll just take all of them. How about that? Blade of Dark. Oh, wow. That's tier 9. Holy hell. Okay. All right, so. I love my daggers. These are Blade Dancer daggers. Very, very pretty. However, we just got tier 9 Blade of Dark Shadows. These are awesome looking daggers. So it's the same. But I really, really like my Midnight Rose outfit, so we're gonna stick with it. We'll hold on to this. Oh, you know what? We should probably get him some. Oh, he has Dalish boots. Oh, we need to sell those then. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, he's better armored now. Anything here?
Of course.
The gray nug flies north of winter. I don't know if that's correct. That was not correct. Alright, everyone's good here.
Welcome to the Pearl. I'm Sanga, the proprietor. Have a seat, get comfortable, and tell me what you need. Every one of my people here is a skilled craftsman, and don't let anyone tell you different. You'll have to go one at a time, I'm afraid. Our rooms aren't quite big enough to share between so many. But we can discuss that in a moment. So what would you like me to show you? The men or the women? Or some of both, if you prefer.
Okay, so I thought she was gonna thank me for doing it, but she did technically already thank me.
Come again.
So, but I still wanted to double check. Oh, we're about to hit something.
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the Pearl. I don't know how, but you got them to leave with no fuss at all.
You're welcome.
The Pearl's workers will...
Nobody gives orders to my men but me. A little lesson in respect is in order.
I see. Don't bother sparing these louts. Things are about to get messy.
I like messy. That's fine. That is fine. Alright, hold on. Alright, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go after the archers. We're gonna go after this one. Oh, I'm coming for you, buddy. Where do you think you're going? Oh, did Alistair go down already? Damn.
And
Nothing
people
like a
actually
brush with
voluntarily
death to make you
attack you. Are they
not
just
like death
stupid?
much?
Here's the payment I promised. I might have more work if you're interested. But I'm heading back to the market district. The back alleys are just too dangerous for me.
Okay. Alright, Alistair. Seriously? Let's see. We'll go there. Is this the exit, or do I have to go the other way? Yep, I have to go the other way. City map, city map. Okay. This is where I was going. I don't have any bombs. I should have made some bombs. Well, that sucks.
What's all the fuss?
Kill him.
You should run while you can.
Somebody help me.
Lovely.
This really gets the blood pumping.
Lovely.
All right.
Now this is interesting. Well, all right.
Alright, how's everybody doing?
Of course. And so I shall.
Alistair, what are you doing? Okay, you're coming. Alright, great. Alright, no worries. Thank you for the lurk. You too. Quaint little hovel.
Good day. And so I shall.
Alright, is that everything? That's everything.
Of course.
I know I have to get in there at some point. Nothing. Okay. Another ambush.
As you desire.
Killing yourself would have more.
Potion.
Shame. I hope I don't get blood all over me again. Shall we compete for points?
Come and get it.
Well, if I must.
Where are you going?
Let's make this quick. You forced our hand. No.
Why am I running slow?
What Watch out!
Lovely.
You do know how to fight, don't you?
All right, where are they all at? Okay.
Oh, I think I have some blood on me.
Is that everybody? Okay. Anything else here while we're here? No. Save.
Couldn't we
One
all...
sec. Killed Roz. Get him!
Play with you.
Oh, another battle!
Oh no, I went down. Shoot. I don't have a mage with me. Take a potion. Really? What is going on? All right, let's see.
Push them back!
Take another potion.
Solution. Sometimes.
Getting dizzy.
Yes, I know. Take another potion.
You good?
Why aren't we working? Do this.
Blood on me. As you like. On it.
You should run while you can.
Now we play a little.
All right, hold on. Who's next? Who's still shooting at us? Oh, no. We have more people. This isn't good.
Yes. Of course.
Why are you missing?
It's done.
There we go. Did we get it all? Yay! We need an injury kit. We have no injury kits. We have no injury kits. Oh, that is not good. Well, Alistair and I are in trouble. Okay.
As you desire.
All right, we gotta go over here.
Lovely.
I'm sure you have your own business to attend to.
I don't know what to do with those couriers. Like, sometimes I get the things to deliver to them, and sometimes, but a lot of times, I don't. All right, we got last one. We also have to check the world map, because sometimes they make us go out of the city. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Where are we going? Why are we going all the way that way?
You! We're about to send the boys to hunt you down. Boss says kill him.
All right, let's see.
For me, what's up the fuss?
All right. Oh, who went down? Zevran went down. That's not good. Take another potion.
Here comes trouble. Oh.
Alistair, take a freaking potion.
Yes.
Oh, you're hitting my dog. Where are we?
Push them back.
I would like a turkey. Why did they bother?
All right, let me see if I can summon my wolf now.
All right.
All right, we got these two up here.
What a shame.
You go.
Are we done? Okay. Sir Frieden's journal. The dirty hovel. Okay, hold on. Love letter. Leather-bound journal that was found on the body of a dead Templar. Okay. Let's bring our wolf out. Wait, where's my dog? Oh, there he is. You also bring your wolf out. Alright, that way we're gonna have a whole bunch of people here.
Yes?
Oh, I thought this was something different.
Oh? What was this
I
about?
thought this was gonna be a arcane horror. I hear you stole supplies.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men, let's teach the Grey Warden a lesson about trust.
Okay. You're dead. Alright, there they are. Okay.
Lovely.
I thought that was going to be the arcane horror, so that's why I had us have our wolves out, but yeah, it was the wrong place. Alright, so I think we're good. We need to go back to the city. Oh, no, we're not. We're not done. Okay. Maybe this is the arcane horror. We don't have our wolves. We need our wolves. Oh, that's a nice looking painting. Alright, I'm gonna wait.
See there? That's a trap. They won't hear a thing.
Alright, you all stay there. We're gonna save.
Couldn't we just get along? No?
Okay, you can come up. Come on. Hello. Watch out, guys. Zev, I'm gonna need you to take a potion for me, please. Alistair, take a potion. I also need to take a potion. Alright, he's... Alright, let's get this guy.
This game.
Did we get them all? Nice. Do a save. Because we always need a save.
Lovely.
Especially on harder difficulties. Is this the room with the traps? It might be. I don't know. I don't have a mage with me. Let's get them in this room. There we go.
Of course. Truly it is.
All right, let's go.
You go.
All right, let me get this guy. Where are you going?
I will watch out where I am.
Liliana's down.
As you like.
Well, all right.
Got blood on me, I hate that.
Okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble.
Lovely.
Take a potion.
Right.
Actually, no.
Of course. See there? That's a trap.
All right, how are we doing?
Brute. Lovely.
Okay, we need to... I don't know what we need to do. Don't fall for the trap. Take a potion. Take a potion. Okay.
Well, all right.
Take a potion.
What now? My word. I gave you
Okay, deadly strike.
this absurd haste. I must rest for just a moment.
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. And the Grey Wardens for the win, baby. For the win.
Right.
She also doesn't have a lot of potions. What's going on over here? She has that one. She has that one. No, not that one. No! Why does it keep doing that? Oh, because they're the same. Okay, never mind.
Yes?
Battle is over, is it? I would have liked to get back at the one who hit me.
Okay. There's a big battle coming up, and we don't have any injury kits to fix everybody. So this is gonna be fun. And for whatever reason, my stealth didn't work, which is not good. Alright, so we're gonna save here.
As you desire. Lovely.
Ay, ay, ay.
As you desire.
Too slow.
Alright, Zev, take a potion, please.
This won't take long.
It's a gotcha!
Take another potion.
Fine, no?
Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
Watch out where you are.
For the Grey Wardens!
Alright, how are we doing? Oh, shit. Alistair, take a potion.
At your order.
Take a potion. Take a potion.
Your order.
Oh my god, we did it. Alright, is there anything in here? No, because we went in here already. Okay, good. Save.
Lovely.
Now we play a little.
Now this should be easy.
Oh, we got another Canary. Jeez.
You should run while you can.
I see.
We were not done in this room. My inventory is almost full. I gotta sell some stuff. I gotta put some stuff in storage. Back at camp is what I need to do.
Well, all right.
Anything else in here? Okay, no. Save.
See there? That's a trap.
There's another trap over here. It's all grease. All right, so we are going to switch.
Of course. What's this?
Let's do...
Oh, I adore this.
We can do it, we can do it! Alright, let's go over here. Let's get the blood mage! Can't get the blood mage. Let's get the archer. Okay, we can't get that either.
Well, all right.
Let's go!
Oh.
All right, that's it.
And so I shall.
There we go. Alright, take a potion.
What's this?
Alright, mage is down. Alright, how's everybody else doing?
Of course.
Alright, are we good? Are we good? Okay. Do a save. This is a rough area. I'm gonna need you to take out your wolves. Also... crippling shot. Pinning shot. Rapid shot is a sustained one. So we're going to put that there. That is sustained. So we're going to put this over here. We're gonna take that out. Is this? This is activated. Okay.
Dear me.
All right, let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. My wolf is gonna die. Take a potion. Take a potion. Take a potion.
Come and get it.
Alright, we gotta get that mage. Well, Alistair's about to go down. Where's that mage?
Direct me.
Really? He's still frozen. That's not good.
Right.
Kill him! Kill him now! The Templars must not be alone!
Potion. Potion.
I'm ready.
I did the wrong thing. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. We gotta go after the mages.
As you desire.
Why did they bother?
Take a potion. Alright, mages are down.
All right, battle
Nope.
it is.
There's another mage right here.
Then.
So I shall.
Let's make this quick.
Mage is down. Mage is down. He's stunned. That's not good.
Watch out! You should run while you can.
As you desire.
Oh, I got you, bitch. I got you. All right. Well, that was good. Was there anybody that went down in this room? No. Okay.
Of course.
All right, nothing in this room? Okay. We are going to be in serious need of a rest when we are done here. Let's bring out our wolf again.
Yes?
Bring out your wolf.
Marvelous.
Let's save again. One more time. One more time. That's not good.
Now we play a little.
What the freaking happened? Where are you, Liliana?
solution. Sometimes.
Alistair, what are you doing?
Ready!
I'm not.
Are one of these a mage? Yeah, there's a mage right there. Where is he?
At your order. Let's go! Make this quick!
Oh, shit. Take a potion, take a potion, take a potion.
Hey!
Damn it! Ah!
Hold on!
Well, we're dead. We are dead.
Of course. No!
All right, he's down.
Lovely.
We'll take one more.
And so I shall.
See what we can make. Oh, we have an injury kit. Just one. Lovely. Okay. Save again. All right, we're gonna come over here. Damn it! Son of a bitch!
Maker's breath!
Take a potion. Take a potion.
Yes!
We gotta get that guy.
Let's go! Some glory!
Damn. Take a potion. Okay, thank you for the lurk.
This really gets the blood pumping.
All right, get this guy. all dead. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Alright, I need to take an injury kit, unfortunately. Is there anything over here? No. Alright, let's bring out the wolf.
Are we in a hurry?
Kind of. Not really. But we don't want to die. So. Alright, nice. Nothing else.
As you desire.
Alright, it's saved for me. I'm gonna save again, just in case.
And so I shall.
I know not how you have survived thus far. Is it luck or providence? No matter. You will not survive this!
Alright, I think we need to work on these other mages. What the hell? I don't have time to put a trap down.
Of course.
You should run while you can.
I'm gonna go over here. What are you doing, Liliana? She's gonna go down.
Let's end this.
Direct me.
Now we clearly go.
Okay, what are you doing? Oh my god, they both went down. This is not good. Not good.
Oh, I do adore this. Well,
Take a potion. This is not good.
Right. Very well.
Take a potion.
I go.
All right. Wait, did she get down?
All right.
Potion! Alistair, it's all you. All you, baby, all you. It was left to Alistair, guys, and he did it. He did it. Woohoo! We are in so need of rest. So need of rest. Whew, we'll do a save. All right, so I think we're good. We'll go back to the city.
As there is but one world, one life, one...
And after much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
What? No mention of dessert?
Those stung with 100 arrows.
Let's get these done.
Those suffering from ailments both great and small. His heart was strong, and he moved on.
And so I shall.
All right, that's good. I haven't been to the thing yet.
Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
They shall be named Maleficar.
This way?
Accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or the...
The Mages Collective thanks you. Make us smile upon you.
You're welcome.
Good to see you back.
Need any more help?
I've got complaints in the Nord Noble Tavern that some mercenaries have invaded. Nothing violent has happened. The sellswords are probably just disturbing the nobles' rarefied conversation. Just drum the louts out of there. The barkeep doesn't mind some blood, or sport as she called it. Captain said Denerim won't miss a few dead mercenaries. Do what you will, and good luck.
Okay, thank you. All right, hold on. All right, we have to go in here before we leave.
Look at what that woman's wearing. Is she drunk, or does she just have bad taste?
What can I get you, stranger?
Need any help? All right, sure.
The stories we hear down here about the crows, they're not true, are they? They all sound a little far-fetched.
I cannot say. What have you heard? In Antiva, we hear that Ferelden men cannot sleep without a dog in their bed. Is that true?
A dog? No, of course not. We value our dogs. It's part of our history.
Oh, perhaps it was a reference to your Ferelden women then.
Well,
Lovely.
now that you mention it...
But those stories you heard? All true.
Really? Even the ones that talk about how you all you know, get paid to...
Especially those ones.
Wow, I am totally in the wrong order.
That's the first time I heard Alistair say anything like that.
Hey! What are you doing?
What does it look like?
This is Lady Sophie's room.
Sophie doesn't deserve your loyalty, so look the other way.
You're right. She has this coming. Just be quick. I don't want someone else coming in on you.
Liliana, always
And so
floating
I
in the
shall.
air. Alright, we gotta go in here. Where is that woman anyway? I don't even see her.
What are you looking at? We're the Crimson Oars.
That's nice. You're not wanted here.
Oh, you're threatening us. We're veterans of many battles.
So am I.
Who are you?
Hundreds have died in my wake. You're just a number to me.
We were just leaving. Yes, Oars, we go to the docks.
The Irregulars thank you.
You're welcome.
Lovely.
Oh, those are the letters. We gotta go send the letters now. Okay. It's a lot of little tedious little quests around here, but it's all good. We're gonna be coming back here later in the game and having a little dance, because I got a mod. It's really fun. Oh, whoops, I went the wrong way, I think. Maybe not.
I won't take the blame for this one. This was bad from the start. No way he was here to deal. Thanks. I ain't sticking around to see how this turns out.
Oh, okay. Now we have body bags. I thought I had a red Jenny thing too here. Is there another door? Ah, there it is. Shadow nods, a pouch of coins appears in exchange. Really? Again?
The market district is a whole sight better because of what you've done for us. I know this may not be much, but it's an extra thanks. A lot of folks swallow whatever lies are fed to them, but us believers will try and spread word about you and the Wardens. Thanks.
Well, thank you. That's a big help, actually. Isn't there a body bag around here somewhere? I feel like there is.
He came at me! It's not my fault!
Of course.
Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me. Us, right?
All men are the work of our Maker's hand, from the lowest slave to the highest king.
I didn't get any approval for that.
Of course.
Okay, why is that not working? Okay, weird.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed.
Warden, rumours are flying about the break-in at the Nord Noble Tavern, and for some odd reason, no one feels too sorry for that milk cow, Lady Sophie. Ha! You interested in more?
Not really.
Right you are.
Oh, for crying out
Good to
loud,
see
make
you,
the quest
Warden.
go away.
Fighting the good fight, eh?
Fine.
I have a big opportunity for you. 4 sovereigns.
Fine.
Arl Howe uses a warehouse in the market district from time to time. Word is the Arl's been dipping into the city's treasury and discreetly moving silver bars to his estate in Highever. There's a fortune in that warehouse right now, and if you succeed here, Arl Howe gets a big black eye. But guards will be everywhere. Not those half-assed dock guardsmen either. Generally, I'm opposed to killing, but these are the Arl's hand-picked hatchet men, and stealth's not really an option. So, good luck. I'm rooting for you.
Okay, we'll go take care. We really need to go rest, though. Can we just go to camp? Oh, we gotta give this notice. I forgot about that.
Yes?
I'm sorry to tell you your husband is dead. No, I have a letter from you from the Blackstone regulars.
All right. Let me
That way
take a
she
look.
can read it herself.
No, I can't believe this. I won't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Lovely. Oh, is that right? Of course.
Liliana? Oh, okay. What's happening? Alistair, take care of yourself, please. There's a lot of people here. Alistair's down. Come on! Get over there! Hit the guy! Why aren't you hitting him?
And so I shall.
Oh, get out of my freaking way! Wynn is down too? Of course she is. Of course she is.
Oh, yes!
Ogren, where are you? Well, that's not good. Well, this wasn't good. It's a good thing I saved there. Yeah, I did some things. I did. I'll probably log back in just to make sure the game's working. And I'll probably finish up Denerim City on my own. Because the next stream I want to go to, I either want to do the Keep, which I'll probably do the Keep. And then we'll go to, the Sacred Ashes, and we'll try to finish that up. That, I know, is going to be really freaking hard on Nightmare. I already know that. So, we'll see. We'll see. I am trying to finish this game. We still have to get through Awakening. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to do Awakening because of the fact that we're just hitting way too close to the fall deadline of Veilguard, and I still have to get through Dragon Age 2 and Dragon Age Inquisition, and Inquisition is ridiculously freaking long, so I don't know if we're gonna do Awakening. We'll see. I don't know. I might do it offline, but it's not that big of a deal, so yeah, we'll just go from there. Anyway, that is it for me for today. I am out. I need to go get something to eat. I need to make some dinner. I need to just relax and chill out and whatnot. So tomorrow, I'm going to try to be back here tomorrow with some Baldur's Gate 3. So hopefully you guys will catch me tomorrow. And with that being said, that is it. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. And y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.